So, last session, we'll just sort of chat about that before we head on into the new one and let the players sort of join in. You guys basically were at the loggers' camp out of the north of Neverwinter Wood. It was very quiet. You discovered that Hecate was sort of jumping up on you the whole time, and at the last minute.
Oh, your volume dropped real hard.
Yeah, seems like you were moving away from the mic or something.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Is that better?
Oh, no.
No,
you're a robot now.
Again.
Yes.
Muffle man.
Muffle man.
Oh my! I just saw the home screen. There's like so many players.
Right.
Wait, can I see?
There we go.
Yes.
I forgot I had to push the phantom power button. Anyway, so you guys were off at Neverwinter, the loggers' camp. You guys had found out that Hecate was basically following you the whole time, and Elric was disapparated out of there by Gel, leaving, of course, what seemed to be a very not so helpful Al behind. You guys discovered that these weird giant insect things were suddenly underneath the ground of where you were. You discovered that a Tybor, man named Tybor, is in one of the log cabins, hidden in one of the rooms, trying to be very quiet. However, you are all not so very quiet, and eventually all of them break through the ground and begin to attack. You beat a couple of them and send a couple of them on their way, leaving, of course, Tybor to jump on the wagon as you guys are heading your way out and leaving Neverwinter Wood. All right. So let me just bring you guys over to the old Sword Coast map. Okay, so get rid of that green line. Actually, no, keep the green line because we have to add 2 more lines. So with that, there is, of course, many different ways to get back to Phandalin. Is where, pardon me, is where Tybor wishes to at least go. And it's where you guys need to basically either return the goods or not. There are 3 roads back to Phandalin. There's, of course, the easy path that you guys took here that pretty much made it onto the high road, and it got you straight to Phandalin with almost no trouble. Of course, you can follow along the river and head out along the tribal trail and make your way back to Phandalin. That could be a little bit risky, especially passing up through the woods. And, of course, the almost super awesome deadly path of heading straight through the woods and right straight to Phandalin.
I suggest we just take the high road, like, regular people. And
yeah, that's the road we took on the way.
That seems to work fine. I'd like not dying. Yes.
Okay. So,
Alright, let's make the high road.
Alright, so I wonder if I can...
Oh my god.
Yay, I can.
We still can't get our spellbook token, just so you guys know, so we don't have access to either character sheet or spellbook because Roll20 is still loading on both tablets.
Don't worry, if you guys kind of know what spells you know what they are, at least you should be able to catch them there. And then
we absolutely do. What we can't do is look at our character sheet, so if you can give us our modifiers when it comes time to roll for something?
Sure. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, when it comes to it, I can just click the thing for you.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
All right, so let me give this a little bit of a hint. All right, so as you guys are traveling along back through the lovely river with the wagon, with Tybor along with you, who is driving the cart?
I am.
It's always Irving, all right? For the rest of the campaign and all time, and every campaign ever, it's Irving, all right?
Irving.
Fair. All right, Irving, I'm going to get you to roll a perception check here. I'm going to roll it here for you. Perception. Oh, a 20. Okay, so.
Thank you.
So, with the lovely 20, as you're heading along the high road, rather, I've got a thing for this. Where is it? There we go. As you're heading along there, it's a very sort of, peaceful mid-afternoon at this point now, and you guys are not really seeing too much along the river. I mean, there's a few small animals that are going up to take a drink here and there, but nothing too dangerous or out of the way. Nothing gets out of the sort of too crazy over by the high road, as it's, very high traffic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, about 4 hours in or so into your journey, Tybor sort of peeks his head up and starts looking around. He starts looking over at you, Irving. He goes, over there. There's a shortcut.
What?
It's a shortcut we can take.
To Fandolin?
Yeah.
How sure are you of the shortcut?
Pretty sure.
Show me.
And he kind of points over off into the just to the edge of where the forest starts to dip in. He goes, instead of coming around here, we can go straight through here, and we'll get back onto the high road in no time.
Hey! And I call everybody else's attention. This fucker here says there's a shortcut that'll take us over to the high road again. Have some time off the trip. Don't know if I trust him. What do you guys think?
No.
I'd rather.
I don't trust you at all. Let's just go with the regular path.
I feel like you're trying to lead us into a trap, because you definitely were the one we were supposed to deliver this shit to, and then when we got there, we couldn't deliver it. You jumped into our wagon, and now we're on the run from some bullshit. Are you planning on robbing us?
The spells here.
No, I'm just trying to figure out how to get back.
Yeah, that sounds pretty unconvincing, for
we
sure.
Totally know how to get back. It's by following this very safe road that we've already traveled once.
Yeah, just sit back, relax. It may take a little bit longer, but we'll get there, and we'll be safe.
Kind of, Tybor kind of harumphs, and he just kind of sits back up into the wagon a little.
Somebody pour him a glass of wine.
No, he doesn't get any of the wine. I don't like him.
Yeah, right.
All right. Who's joining us? Oh, we got Andrew with us.
Hello.
Mr. Andrew Lockett.
Apologize for being late.
No worries. When you pop into the Roll20 there, you should see everything in characters. All of your stuff is ready to go.
Okay.
Okay, so you are not here present at the moment, Mr. Andrew Lockett, but you will be momentarily.
Okay, no problem.
So currently, right now, they have just left the loggers' camp, where a bunch of large insect men thingies have attacked them, and Tybor, the only survivor of this attack, is now on board your wagon heading back to Phandalin. He, of course, scouted out a shortcut, but the team has, well, decided against that. A few hours later, you find, him sort of still kind of harumphing as you guys make your way to the start of the high road trail.
Dude, I mean, you could be mad or you could be glad in the same pant. Get over it. It's only going to take a couple hours longer. You're in good company.
Seriously, are you gonna pout this whole time?
Alright, so I'm going to get Irving to roll another perception check. Ooh, a 7. As you're traveling along the high road, it's quite busy. Things are going this way and that way, and it's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard to see many things that are going on, especially now that there has begun just a small trickle of rain. The wagon, of course, is covered, but it's not completely waterproof, and some of it does leak through every now and then.
Irving's definitely whistling.
All right.
Oh my god, could you not?
So,
What?
Irving. Irving, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to pick something from your equipment. We'll just say... Actually, I'm just going to roll something here. Slash R 1d10. That's okay.
You got a 6.
The sixth thing. Right. As you're continuing on and just doing your thing, again, you don't really notice too much. Who's sitting sidecar next to Irving?
It's me.
All right, roll me a perception check as well.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Okay, you don't fucking see shit either. Okay, we're gonna come over to. I gotta go. Stephanie. Okay, let me just check thing. Okay, so there it is. It can't be that. So it has to be one of those two. Okay, so it'll just be a D2. So slash R1D2.
I hate the sound of this.
Okay. Okay. Good. So, as you guys are making your way, a few, hours go by. Nothing else really seems to be happening. A few carts travel back your way. But nonetheless, you make your way further up the high road. Lads, who will give me a perception check, please? Oh, fantastic. Okay. So, as you're kind of hanging in the back, you're not really sort of keeping eyes on everything, but you're well aware of, your own person and, the world that exists around you. And as you're kind of sitting in the wagon and just kind of, keeping to your thoughts for a moment, suddenly, at the corner of your eyes, you see something sort of scurry about the wagon.
Hey guys, I see something scuttering about besides the wagon. Something very small. You guys, take a look at this.
What?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I would definitely like to check it. I would ask if I could use, nature or animal handling because of being...
You're driving the cart, so if you want to check anything that's in the back of the car, you'd have to stop.
Oh, well, I would do that. Pull over and start looking.
Okay.
I want to look.
As the wagon suddenly stops, as you hear the urgent scratching sound suddenly at the side of the wagon and behind some crates.
Is there
I
a
investigate.
fucking animal back here?
All right, give me an investigation check, Lazarus.
Can I help him?
You can, if you want to investigate, yeah. He's told you about it. You're in the back. Okay. With the 21, as you sort of Seth quickly points out, like over there, and you suddenly see as you shift over the crates, there's a large hole being carved out by something that looks like a very small sort of stick creature.
Stick creature?
Some sort of small stick creature. And with it, it has Irving's sling.
That's my slingshot. Yeah, get back there. Is
You're
that a
stealing our
bowtruckle?
stuff? Fuck.
Is that a bowtruckle?
It's a fucking bowtruckle.
That means it's a bowtruckle?
Yes, you had like 5 of them at the house. I know what they look like. You know what they look like.
Yes. I know. All right. Get that back.
You suddenly see the thing scurry out the edge of the wagon, and it's darting off.
I'm gonna turn him into a regular stick.
Oh god, I was gonna say carpe retractum to pull him back.
Okay.
Accio to get my thing back.
We're all just like bombarding this thing.
1, 2, 3. That's
You are not.
All right. So, as you guys, of course, boom, 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 turn him into a stick, Accio to get your stuff back, all that fun jazz. And at this point right now, you are basically carpe retractum. You're doing that to a stick as it's coming back to 10 feet. It makes its way back. At this point, it's just a stick. So, I mean, it hasn't really done... It can't really do anything.
I'm gonna catch it in my hand and like, I'm not gonna hold it too tight, but I'm just gonna like hold it like, you stupid stick.
All right, everyone.
Safe, and I'll get to Mr. Everything's a Beast over there to turn it back into a bowtruckle later on. Okay.
Okay. All right. As you're taking off and doing all that fun stuff, you suddenly hear just by the edge of the woods. You suddenly hear sort of like a tinking, sort of clanging around sound. You then hear a bit of a screech, and then some tussling around in the bushes. As you look over, Stephanie, you see a couple pieces missing from your explorer's pack. Suddenly, just right there at the edge of the forest.
What? That's my shit.
Did you bring Gremlin with you?
No, I left him at home.
I vote we burn down this entire forest.
No, oh my god, I need my stuff. Seth is just hopping off of the wagon and walking towards the forest. Like, no, that's my shit. I'm getting it back.
All right. You're heading towards the lovely forest. As you do, about 10 or 20 feet into the forest, you see sort of a large clearing, and this is almost like a large sort of pathway outward. You see a large tree that has been sort of toppled down, and about maybe 10 feet before that, about 20 feet before that, you see another piece of your explorer pack just laying there in the grass.
She's gonna grab like the first piece she came across and then pull her wand out and like very slowly start walking towards the second piece. She's also going to cast Protegio as a personal shield.
Okay. All right. Mark that down on your spell slot as well. Okay. So as you're making your way in and you're grabbing it, you suddenly see 2 bodies laying there on floor, on the grass. They seem to be somewhat unconscious, but from what you can see, they seem to be breathing. But whatever's going on here is strange. I mean, a large tree toppled over. 2 bodies.
Never getting.
She's gonna yell
Don't care.
back over her shoulder. I don't know how far away everyone is at this point, but she's gonna try yelling like, guys, we got bodies.
Oh, great.
They're not dead. I don't think. I don't think they're dead. I'm not gonna touch them until someone gets here.
All right, I immediately go over to try to help and load them into the cart.
No, don't touch them. Don't touch them yet. They might have broken spines. You don't know.
All right. So, as you guys are doing this, Tybor sort of makes his way off the wagon as well, and he's making his way along with you. But then he suddenly kind of sees the horses sort of moving along. He goes, I think I'll stay here with the horses.
I'm gonna go stay with him. I don't trust that guy with any of our shit.
Yeah, no.
All right, fine. I'll come with you.
Better choice.
It's not my fault if the horses vanish.
They're not gonna I'll stay with the
We've got
horses.
Eric with the horses and stuff, right?
Well, no, Elric has been disapparated, but we do have Al.
And
Alright,
Alfred's useless. Albus is
Like-
useless.
I'll just stay with the horses. Why can't we just bring the horses? Fuck.
We're going into a forest. We can't. The cart won't fit.
Alright, well, I'll just stay with the cart then. I don't want to die anyway. You guys can go fight undead on your own.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't want to die. I'm gonna stay with you.
So,
I very definitely go after the people to try to help the people.
all right. So, Irving, Seth, and Tybor make their way. Al sort of looks over at you, Lazul, and says, you can go with them. I can stay with the carts if you want.
You might as well just come along, Lazul. He's a professor. He'll probably do something to keep the horses from leaving. I don't know. Do what you want.
All right. So, as you guys are walking in the lovely forest, hanging out with Tybor there, Irving, as you're making your way to 2 of the bodies, we'll say Donovan. Donovan, as Irving starts to approach you, what does Irving see? Tell us what your character looks like.
Am I unconscious?
Yes, you are unconscious at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. Irving is apparently coming up on a 6-foot, pale, dark brown-haired Irishman, and a blue robe with gold and red accents, and a walking staff nearby.
Nice. Okay. All right. And Andrew, as Irving approaches your character, tell us what they see. Give us a description of your character.
So Andrew looks like almost exactly like Newt Scamander, as though he doesn't have a clue in the world, but has a kind of candorous aura around him, as though he's not aggressive at all.
Oh, so yeah, he essentially looks like a wimp. Okay.
Yeah, but not quite Neville Longbottom wimp. More like the kid in class who's always late, which is ironic, and looks like he just got out of bed.
All right. That's
Andrew.
Okay. So Irving, as you approach, you see these 2 things. I need you to roll. I'm going to click here. I'm going to get you to roll me dexterity saving throw. You get an 8.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah, not good. So, with an 8, as you're basically rushing to it, you pay absolutely no mind to where your feet are going, and you suddenly step on a twig, and suddenly it snaps underneath you. And suddenly, looking all around you, suddenly see the grass around, almost forming a circle, a large circle outside of this fallen tree, sort of start to shake.
Oh, shit.
At this moment, Donovan and Andrew, both of you, suddenly sort of regain consciousness as you look over at the tree and are kind of, what's going on? Both of you were just kind of walking along here, heading towards Andolin, and suddenly nothing. You just draw a blank. You wake up and find yourselves, well, with a tree, fallen, and a couple of your small items kind of taken away.
He looks at Donovan and says, "What happened?"
I don't fucking know, mate.
Well, we were just walking, and all of a sudden, I don't know. I must have dozed off, and we are now in front of this tree.
I think we got whammied.
There's something here. Yeah, nice to meet you, by the way. Something going on here.
Suddenly, the grass starts shaking wildly, and out from each sort of tuft of grass, you suddenly see protruding up, one by one, these small little blue insects float sort of thick at the belly, narrowing off at the tip, almost like a small vial, and of course very bright sort of cobalt blue, zipping up all around you, forming a circle.
Nature check. Do I know what these things are?
Sure. Let's see, nature check. 13. You know what they are. These things, of course, are none other than... I'm going to click this button.
Niskies?
Oh, sorry. I'm all messed around. Trying to look up my notes. Sorry. Okay, sorry. There we go. It's a billywig. There's a small billy wig, and with a 13, you definitely know that these things have a pretty serious sting.
Yeah, don't let those things land on you. Don't let them sting you.
Anakin is going to react by jumping on my shoulder in my defense.
Okay.
Be careful.
Steph's gonna pull first out of her pocket and set him on her shoulder, and he immediately opens his eyes really wide because he hasn't been fed in weeks. She does not feed her fucking toad.
And just he's a trouser toad.
I mean, you know what?
All right. So with that, I need, pardon me, everyone to give me initiative roll, please. Click your token and open up your character sheet and click initiative.
If you would go ahead and throw Irving and Donovan in there, it would be great.
No.
You don't have access to your token at all.
Yeah, I know. Randy, could you both for me? Because we only have one desk, so I don't have my laptop set up.
Sure.
I just look at Oscar's screen.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so we got Hecata, we need Irving, and we need Donovan. All right, so here we go. Donovan, I'm going to give you... I actually got to click your token or it's going to go crazy. All right, Donovan, you're in with 4. Uh-oh. Hecata, pardon me. You're in with...
I got your stuff.
We are not rolling well.
7. Okay.
My defense, Andrew might have a concussion, so...
The chocolates Yeah.
Hecata, I gotta put you on the map. That's what's going on.
Every single pants up in the game is there.
Yeah, they are. The ones that are S are the ones you have.
A turn, and you got the 7. And did I miss anyone? I don't think. Oh yeah, and Irving.
Little S.
I don't want to miss Irving. Okay, here we go. Boom. Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
That's not good. Irving, you got a 5.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Irving and Donovan are just standing there like, what happened?
Oh my god.
Donovan's still kind of shaking. Yeah.
Andrew's not doing much better with a 3.
I mean, I hit my head. Ow. Those two are just waking up and I hit my head.
God, what the heck? Perfect.
My toe, it really hurts. I couldn't. Hello. Okay, and last one. Alright, good. Alright, let's get these sorted out here. There we go. Top of the auto. Ooh, my goodness. Oh, I didn't want that guy. Top of the order, we've got Lazul. You see all of these things sort of zip up suddenly, one by one. What would you like to do?
Wow, you guys are fucked.
I need to do something to help, yet I can't see straight right now.
Oh, help? Alright then. Yeah, sure, I'll cast my favorite spell, Apogno. And turn, I don't know, a few birds over there in that tree into a swarm of death and try to kill whatever these fuckers are. That's 5 foot, 5 foot sphere, so I can be like this. And these guys have to make dex saves.
Okay. So I'll give you a dex saves for 2 lovely dudes here. Well, I mean they're not the things, but Lewigs. So fun. Alright, dex save, we'll say left and right. So left, right. 15 and 9.
15 this succeeds, so he takes half.
Alright, so half of 9? Okay, so 4. Take the whole line. Lazul, as soon as you see these things sort of jump up, you just a bugno, and one of them basically just kind of like explodes into a big pile of blue goo, while the other one is able to kind of dodge it just a little bit, just barely enough to, you know, clip a few of its wings and start sending it downward, but not so much as to kill it.
Alright.
Alright. Any movement, Lazul, or are you good from there?
Oh yeah, sure, I'll just step back into the void.
Okay, fair. Alright, so here we go. Next up, little dude here, he's coming flying over towards Hecata is actually way back over here with the rest of the cats. And let's see, it's gonna, how far? Not very far. Yeah, I can get around that thing and fly over to Irving. Go to Irving. Irving is gonna try and give you a big sting with, ooh, shit, natural 20.
Yeah, I take it. Yeah,
so you take a whole whopping 4 points of damage, and Irving has to give me, let me roll that for you. Irving has to give me a Constitution saving throw. You got to give me an 11, and you give me a 7. Uh-oh. So there you go. That's not good. You are poisoned. But this way, when you are poisoned in this way, the creature becomes giddy, and at the start of its next turn, it suffers the effects of Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh my god.
So yeah, on the start of your next turn, you're suddenly going to start zipping up 20 feet for no reason. You're going to laugh the whole way, like it's going to be funny.
Irving loves flying. This is so stupid.
All right, this thing's coming over to you, Andrew. Seeing that you have woken up, it's going to give you I'm clicking on the wrong one. I want Billywig. There we go. It's going to try and sting you as well with a 17. I imagine does hit you.
To cast Protego to give myself 5 armor, and that will miss.
Ooh, nice. And Protego is a reaction?
Yep, shield.
Oh, nice. Just wanted to make sure. Excellent. Cool. Next up, that's his thing. So next up is going to come over here to little Donovan. And he's going to give you a little sting action with a 12. Probably not with your beefiness. I think you're 14 AC, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
All right. I'm pretty sure.
Give me just a second. I believe it's 14. I'm double checking.
Yeah,
How'd you get 14?
He's the Gryffindor, whatever thing allows him to get an AC of 13 plus his dex.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that's not gonna make it. So, okay, this thing comes down to trying to sing it. You are not a fan of these things, and you kind of dodge out of the way real quick, and don't get hit at all. Hecata, what would you like to do?
I would like to do a bombarda on one of them. I would also like to do like the bonfire, but they seem to be flying, so that doesn't really work. So let's try bombarda on this one that's really close to somebody. Let's see. Could you show me what's going on? Oh, you already rolling for me? What are you doing? Plus.
Oh, what's going on?
I'm rolling for you. Damn,
He's rolling for me. Okay.
If you can control the PC or whatever you're on here, I can actually give you give you her sheet.
That's pretty convenient.
And then you can control that in wherever. Here you go. And her spellbook as well.
Does a 16 hit?
Oh yeah, 16 does indeed hit.
Take that, 3.
Haha.
Nice. Okay, so here we go. Baz, you now control Hecate's character in spellbook there. All right, so, okay, moving on to Seth. There we go. What do you got for us, Seth? Oh, sorry, Hecate, did you want to move up, move over, or do you want to just stay where you are?
I'm fine where I am. It's okay.
Gotcha. All right, Seth, over to you.
All right. I'm gonna try to hit this one with Jelly Brain.
Oh, you do not.
Motherfucker.
In fact, that is our first critical fail.
God damn it. Sorry, guys. This is like my catchphrase for every fucking campaign. Sorry.
Here we go. Critical roll twice on this table and take both effects. So your effect number 1. Stupid. You take a 1d6 penalty to your spellcasting ability until the end of your next turn. So you're going to take 1/1d6. 3. So to your spellcasting ability. So yeah. So whatever your whatever it was, like what is it, wisdom or whatever, it drops 3 points.
So -1. -1. I'm gonna have to write that down. God damn it. What's the other one, Randy?
Here comes number 2. You take a level of exhaustion and receive this way cannot surpass 5 levels. Yeah. So yeah, you take a level of exhaustion. This thing, you've been like basically drunk out of your mind, out of wine this whole time, and now you've just tried to be like, explosive, and it was too much for you.
God damn it. Okay. Cool.
All right. So top of the order, Billy Wig there. Who's popped up right next to Irving. Gonna try give Irving a sting with 14.
I don't know what. I think 14 hits me.
14 does. You're taking 4 points O damage.
And that's the second one that stung me?
No, the first one missed.
No, it didn't. It hit me.
Oh, that's right. And of course, another. Well, no, you already have the effect going on. So, of course, you naturally fail the thing because you're already having it the effect on you. Okay, and so yeah, it's going to give you 4 piercing damage. Next up is the other one flew over there. One.
Actually, do I have disadvantage on attacks at all from that sting?
No, you're just basically
okay.
fine.
Then on the second one, the first one caught me by surprise, but on the second one, Protego.
Okay. All right, you pop that in there, and does the 14 hit the Protego blocks that? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And now, Irving, it is now your turn. We've got you. We have to do a couple of things. You suddenly start just basically cracking up, and then begin to float up 20 feet in the air. It is the most hilarious thing you've ever seen.
Oh my god, this is better than the wigs. Hey guys, look at this, look at me.
What?
All right. During your natural hysteria floating up, what would you like to do?
Okay, so the 2 new guys are right below me, right?
You've got one right about 20 feet below you, and then another one about 30 feet away, and another one, about the same, another one 30 feet away on left and right sides.
Okay, and the bugs are all kind of clustered right below me?
Essentially, yeah.
All right.
They're about 5 feet away from each other.
Okay, they're 5 feet away from each other.
Yeah.
Are they kind of like in a 5-foot radius?
They're basically in a line in front of you, with the middle one 5 feet in front of you, and then, the other 2 on either side 5 feet away from it.
All right. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and grab my spell book here real quick, Mike. And, okay.
Yeah, it's so
I'm
funny.
going to...
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm cracking up. I'm going to point my wand 10 feet away from the party. A very large, blooming patch of flowers appears as I cast Orchideus in the hopes that it will draw these bugs towards the flowers.
Okay.
Wow. What a magizoologist thing to do.
Do I have blue? Yeah, I don't have blue, so I have to make these blue. Okay, so where are you putting it? You're putting it sort of...
10 feet away from myself and as far away from any party member as possible.
Gotcha, so somewhat, maybe like over here. That's kind of as far as where... well, actually, no, this way over here. Okay, yeah. And how big is it?
It is... It just says flower, bouquet, or wreath. I have seen some very, very large bouquets. So the largest bouquet you can imagine.
Fair. All right, we'll just pop it there. It suddenly appears on the other side, and we'll see here. We'll just go for the billywogs here. We'll roll a couple of within radius. We'll say this one, this one, this one. So I'm not pinging anymore. So these sort of 4 lined up right here, this one and this one. They're all gonna roll intelligence checks. 1. Nope. 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 And nope. They all fucking fall for it. Okay. They all believe that whatever's going on over there is a real flower, and that, they're insects, so that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna naturally do that insect thing. Okay, Donovan, over to you.
And I would like to kind of swim through the air as quickly as I can towards the cart. I would imagine that gives me like 15 feet of movement at the max.
Well, basically, with see if I can pull it up here. We'll get to you. Sorry, Donovan, in just a moment.
I'm sorry.
No worries. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop it up here. Any moment now. There we go. You want? Where is it? I'm not seeing it. Am I going crazy? I think I am. There it is. Okay, boom. So, it says, one creature other than yourself or object you choose that you see within you just rises vertically to up to 20 feet and remains suspended there for the duration. So you
Okay,
can't
so
move.
I am suspended in the spot. Okay.
You just floated up. Yeah, you floated up 20 feet and you can move. That is it. All right. So yes, Donovan, over to you.
Okay. Does Donovan recognize anyone in the party?
You have a passing sort of knowledge of these, as most of them, had gone to school at Hogwarts around the same time as you guys have. So it's like meeting somebody that you went to school with. You're not exactly friends with them, but you know them.
Okay, so he recognizes everything in Sephi?
Well,
Yeah.
Sep's not like close enough. She saw his body, not his face, but they would recognize each other. They played Quidditch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you recognize Irving. He's right over at the top.
Okay. Irvin, mate, I need a real quick question if you can hear me.
Yeah, what?
Does ice hurt these things?
Well, I mean, it's an insect, yeah.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna cast Glacius. Try to hit all the ones that are grouped up by the Orchideus.
Turning water
Okay.
here?
So,
What is-
Have water.
all the ones
Okay,
that-
hold up. Shit. I was thinking Glacius was like a freeze.
It freezes existing water.
Okay, no, shit. I'm gonna try and hit them with Aguamente, actually.
Okay, let's see.
Transfiguration cantrip.
Let's see. Transfiguration, cantrip, Aquamente. See what it does. Boom. It pops up. It says a cone of clear, pure water shoots from the tip of the caster's wand with the desired force. Water doesn't go bad and extinguishes flames in the area.
Shit, I'm gonna try and hit him with a fire hose.
Okay. So let's
Water
see.
log the flames.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of hit the cluster that's sort of over by Irving, heading over towards the flowers.
Yeah, if they're all grouped together, I'm gonna try and hit all of them at once.
Okay, fair. All right. Well, it is a 30-foot cone, so you can, of course, you do manage to get them. Let's see. We're gonna roll. We'll say a strength as they're fluttering their wings against this water, and actually no, say Dex as they try to avoid the water if it was wind, maybe. But so left, bottom, okay. So the middle one is able to sort of scoot out of the way of the lovely thing, but the other two do get pushed. We'll say 10 feet back that way. Okay. All right.
These things are like insects, right?
Pardon?
These things are like insects, right?
Yeah, they're like little insects. Yeah.
So Donovan's thinking if he can waterlog their wings.
Yeah, at this moment, you have pushed them back about 10 feet, and you've pushed them, and they're now sort of on the ground.
Okay. Do I have any other actions, or?
Depending on what spells you have, yeah. You may have a bonus action.
Okay, bonus. Shit. No? Okay, in that case, I'm gonna try and pick up my walking staff and make my way back towards the rest of the group.
Okay. If you move, you do have one that's right next to you. So if you do try to move, you will take an opportunity attack.
I just sent a very recent screenshot of the battle map to
Nice.
a private chat. So if you guys want to look at that, you can see where everyone stands. I don't know if your 20 is working yet.
It's not.
Okay.
Would it have an opportunity attack against me, you're saying?
Yeah, there's one right behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one right behind you. So if you do move, you take the opportunity attack. Also, you do have the option of course, using the quicken spell and using 2 sorcery points and casting another spell.
If I can cast another spell,
Yeah.
Can I cast a first level spell?
No, it would have to be a cantrip.
Cantrip? Okay.
No, Aquamente is a cantrip, so he would be able to cast a spell.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, instead of moving, I'm gonna hit the ones I doused with water with Glacius.
Okay. That's not Enrique. Just the regular Glacius.
Yes.
All right, so you freeze an area of water that you can see. Well, that certainly does. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. Nice. Each medium, a small creature that is covered, submerged, they are fucking tiny, submerged or partially submerged in the affected water that has speed of it must make a constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d10. All right, these things are going to take 3d10 because... What's the range? 6 feet, 5 foot cube. So you can probably get these 2 guys here. Is probably where you want to go. All right. So there's one that's sort of by himself, and then there's 2 that's sort of clustered up. You have a 5 foot cube, so you can either hit the one on its own, or you can hit the 2 that are clustered up together.
I'm gonna try to hit the 2 that are clustered up because I managed to cover them with water.
Did they are plunk down on the ground. So I will give the left Constitution 11, a right Constitution. Ooh, fuck me, Jesus Murphy. Okay, not great. Okay, so I believe. Donovan, I forgot to do something to your score thing. That's why it's not hasn't been working this whole time. There we go. Just something I noticed. I just wanted to make sure that it's on there. I get really finicky about these things. Okay, there we go. Spell save is on the bottom perfectly with the 13. So both of them did not make it. Both of them take, of course, the 3d8. Jesus, you know what? They're dead.
3d10.
Yeah, there's no way, unless each one of them rolls, unless each one of them rolls a bloody, 1, forget that noise. Yeah, these things basically freeze and then shatter into like a million little tiny bug fragments. Instead of blue goo, it's like blue shards that just kind of everywhere.
2 in 1 shot.
Right.
All right, Andrew, over to you, sir.
So pets are familiar rules, or are they bonus action like hunt, like ranger?
But with you always have your pet on you, and yeah, to basically command it to do something is a bonus action.
But they have the ability to attack. They're not familiar rules, correct?
Yeah, basically they attack on your initiative.
Okay, so
As a bonus action.
Yep, I'm going to turn to Fennekin
Those are the
and
two that gets killed.
direct it towards Donovan, and it's going to fly past Donovan and attack the willy bug near him.
Oh, punching it at me.
So 20. Zoom has like I haven't looked at the owl. Give me 1 second. Owl.
I just dropped a token on the thing there, and I believe if silly thing. I believe if you hit Shift and then double click the thing, it actually opens up the character sheet. I think, or Z. I think it's Z. Yeah, Z. It opens up the character sheet. What a lovely little thing.
So I believe that if I'm looking at this correctly, it does not have an attack, therefore it would only be a health.
The owl?
Yeah.
The owl certainly does. Yeah, he's got talons. If you look in your pets in the journal, if you look under the pets thing, you should see Fennekin there.
Okay, talents. Yeah. All right, there you go. So it has a +3 to hit, and it deals 1 damage.
Okay, so here we can actually just, click the lovely little button, and it will roll it up there for you next time. Just as a, or okay, so it's going to give 1d1, so that is naturally 1 point of damage, and it does give 1 point of damage to these lovely things. Finally, someone is using their pets.
It's going to use the flyby to fly past it and perch to the left.
All right. And I believe you actually control the token as well there, Andrew.
I cannot control the token. That's fine.
No, that's fine with me. Oh, I see what's going on. I have to actually give you permission, silly me. There you go. That you should be able to zip it around now.
So that should be able to go there pretty easily. And because it's got flyby, it does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Indeed.
And Andrew is going to bend over into his coat and run 20 feet back, taking opportunity attack from both of them. I'm not too worried because I have 20 AC, so...
Sure. All right. Well, we got... okay, not great. Okay, not great over here. This one definitely... Yeah. So one of them does. He hits you with 1 piercing, and Andrew needs to give me a Constitution saving throw, or you are poisoned for 1 minute and feeling the same effects of Irving. The other one, it does not fair. It's not great, and actually tumbles down and hits into the ground, and at the moment he is prone.
All right. She skips. Okay. And con saving throw?
Yeah, con save, please. For Andrew.
I'm looking for the saves. Okay, there we go. 22.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's going to pass the 11 that you needed. So you, of course, are not poisoned.
And then for his action, he will, of course, take that as 1 and cast Slugulous Eructo. And that will...
Bugs spitting up bugs. I like it.
Well, it's not quite what it does, but... It casts a nasty hex, and I have to do a spell attack, which I'm looking for my spell attack modifier.
If you, in your characters, if you click where it says Andrew's spell book, all the spells are there. and you can just click the one that you want, and it will automatically make all the rolls for you.
When I did that, it had no spells in it. What was the problem?
That's weird. Try again, because there should be. I'm looking at all of them, right up all the way to the 9th level. You got to scroll down a little.
Specifically the spell book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Range spell attack, not a spell save.
Okay.
So I have to figure
Excuse me.
stuff on it.
Okay.
Unless it was just misworded.
So this particularly nasty hex causes one to spit up slugs for the duration, making ranged spell attack against the creature within range. I believe if you just click on the word itself instead of the little bubble, it'll actually make the roll for you.
That's what I clicked, was the word itself.
Oh.
Real quick,
See how at
Meta.
the bottom it says save DC 13?
Yeah.
I think it's trying to make a saving throw, so it wasn't programmed as an attack spell.
Just double check here what's going on here. I see what's going on. That's my bad. Okay, so ranged for you, and the damage was 3d8. I'm doing this as quick as I can, and it was what save was it? No, there's no save.
It does.
There's no
It
save
says
because
it must
it's
first
a ranged
succeed
spell
on,
attack.
no, but it says it must first succeed on a Constitution saving throw. or the
That's
casting
the secondary
skills.
effect.
Yeah, if the other thing tries to cast a spell.
Gotcha.
It's a
Okay,
spell.
so there we go. I just fixed it for you, which means now I have to fix it again.
There
Jesus,
you go.
Murphy! It is a crit right off the hop. Okay, so not only do you basically this thing spit out a bunch of slugs suddenly at once, but it so much it just starts to fill up and balloon up, and then slugs everywhere just start exploding out of this weird bug balloon. Not good. All right, which one did you hit again? Sorry,
The one on the right. The one on the right with the falling. No. The one on the right's the falling one.
Oh, the fall. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Okay, yeah. This thing explodes, and now there's just about 10 or so random slugs, just slurping around bluish goop.
Hey, can I do a real quick meta?
A real quick
Randy?
minute. What do you mean?
Is Donovan level 3?
Is Donovan level 3? Yeah.
Okay, so he gets a second level spell too?
Yeah.
Okay, because we didn't pick one for him, so I'm going to go ahead and I know which one he wanted, so I've got it set aside. He wanted that slug spell as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, yeah, I'll fix it up there for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Would be my quicken spell for the other one.
Okay.
I apologize. It's also a spell attack, but it's just not programmed as a spell attack. I can help you a little bit. Ranged. So the damage is 1d6.
Thank you.
Yeah, I understand.
This is a lot to keep track of sometimes.
Sorry, I double clicked on accident. Ignore that.
For some reason, a door unlocks.
And you don't know which door it is.
You just hear the sound of the door unlock.
So it was a 20. I just have to roll the damage.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Fine. All right.
And subtract 2 sorcery points. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Good to go. Okay, so 5 points over to this one here. Yes, up by in between you and Irving.
Correct.
All right. It, of course, too. It also does that as well. Oh, it does. I guess you got to click the thing. Okay. Anyway, yes, of course. I want to see what it does. When struck by the spell, a being can't help but but belt out a couple of lines from the first song. It comes to mind.
Did I cast the wrong spell? Well, I mean, that's what I cast, so
That's
I
the most
play that's
perfect
it.
spell.
But I just don't.
No, you cast the right spell.
Really.
All right. This thing. Well, in that case, as you cast it at this lovely thing, you must be so you, and suddenly the whole thing just you think that it's trying to mimic some sort of song and dance thing or whatever that you can as best as this little mosquito thing can make. But because it is not a being, the thing is actually a beast. It does not affect.
God damn it, not the beasts and beings again.
Are we gonna argue about this?
Well, it was
No.
supposed to be Infirma Cerebra, that's why I did the damage, but I did click it and I accept it, because like I said, I do DM as well. So I accept that it was my fault, and I guess it doesn't affect it to be, so.
Okay. If you want to, we'll roll it that way. Yeah, you just you just want to, for some reason, the first thing that comes to your mind is like, "I'll make it dance," and then you realize you can't. It's a bug. All right, this bug here is going to fly over to these lovely flowers because that's what it's dumb enough to believe. All right, top of the order is Lazul.
Which one is alive?
Which one's alive? So there's one just hanging over here just outside of your circle, one over here by the flowers, and one over by Donovan.
Stephen.
What does the pink dot mean exactly?
The pink dot means that it's been tricked to go over to
Okay, well, I'm gonna move the pointer to this guy. Needs to make.
Lazul! Lazul! Hey, can you try to catch it?
What?
Catch it! Try to catch it!
Catch what? The thing?
The last bug!
No. I will kill it.
Oh, come on, I want to study it!
Study my ass. I'm gonna kill it.
So, I'm sorry, what is it?
Bombard of dexterity save for 9 piercing damage.
Dexterity save, not gonna
Hey there, does he die?
12, pass? Dex save?
Fails.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so the one with the pink dot here, he explodes as Bombard comes over.
Damn it!
Explodes.
I wanted to catch it. I wanted one to study. I want to see if I can modify this poison so I can fly and still move.
Look what you did, Laz. You made the fucking giant cry. How does that make you feel?
That makes me feel good.
Okay, cool.
So wait.
Oh, you guys have fucking changed the topic.
No, that's okay. I'll just stay here.
Okay. So next up, oh, I didn't realize that this guy here, I didn't roll a dexterity save for him. 7, so he also fails, so he's dead. All right, Hecata.
Oh.
Hecata?
Yeah, sorry, I was still muted and I was listening to Buzz for a bit. Alright, so they're still alive.
This guy is
There's one,
flowers.
there's one over there just kind of whizzing around.
Those flowers are probably there on purpose, aren't they? I'm
Well,
sorry.
they are placed by Irving.
Let's kill.
Yeah, so I could trap a bug.
Alright. I'll just ready an action to do Bombarda on it, and when it becomes like violent to anybody, if it like zooms away from the flowers, like towards one of us, Bombarda it is.
Fair. Okay.
Alright, let's go.
The spell is readied. Okay. All right. So we have Seth up next. What would you like to do?
Safi, try to catch that bug.
What are you talking about?
Catch the bug. It's down by the flowers. There's only one left.
Okay. Give me a minute. Fuck.
It's a bug.
I know it's a bug. Give me a second. And she's gonna like converse with first her toad and be like, okay, you know how like you sometimes eat Irving's pet but like you don't swallow him or digest him. I need you to do that with this bug.
You better feed him first.
I don't feed him. You know this.
He's gonna swallow the bug.
I've stuck my hand down his throat enough times to retrieve your fucking companion. I think I can handle a goddamn bug.
Alright, so are you gonna walk your frog over there, or are you gonna chuck him like a Pokeball?
No, she's gonna walk, like, to here. And then she's gonna chuck him like a Pokeball.
Okay, fair. Yeah, you toss him over 10 feet or so. I mean, he's a small little frog.
And she'll scream, not even scream, just kind of like raise her voice. Go, gadget first.
Let's see. I'm gonna roll a dex save for him. 4. He does not land on his feet. He just lands on his back.
She basically like she kind of just like.
Did your Pokeball malfunction?
Nah, she football spiked him on accident.
Yeah, his feet are just kind of dead. He's trying to like flail around. He flips around, readies his feet again, and kind of immediately stares off at the bug.
You forgot to press the button on the Pokeball.
That's right, you gotta push the button. Okay, so what would you like to do with the froggy here? You would want to see if the froggy can do a bit of a stand and leap and try and just bite down on this lovely thing. Just for some reason it didn't allow for the attack of using a fucking tongue.
I'm gonna get a weird technical, like I'm gonna go technical. How far away is the frog from this bug?
5 feet.
Did you know that a bullfrog of 1 pound or larger has a tongue that exceeds 7 feet?
Sure.
He can tongue it.
Okay. If you let's see, we'll roll a con save for the toad. Here, I'll roll it since I'm already here. 14, yeah. Okay, you muster everything. You just see this thing, super hungry, just muster up every bit of thing that it has. And you even see it kind of like lunge just a little bit forward just to really nail it. And of course, it takes out, sticks the tongue around, and we'll say the bite attack with an 18. Yeah, that's gonna hit with. Fuck me.
No.
Did I not? I don't think I downloaded. No, that's.
Oh shit. Damn, First, you're a badass. Why?
Is that real? Hold on, maybe
cannot be real.
Hold
That
on.
cannot be right. Jesus.
No, I think. Hold on, I gotta check the creation magic puppets.
Hold on, I'm sending Wild and
there we go.
Steven the screenshot.
I see what's going on. No.
No, what? Seriously?
1d10. That's so
What the
weird.
fuck? We are all useless. Just send your frog out into combat and he will take care of everything.
No wonder he
He will
hasn't
fight people
fucking
more while we
died
just want to
yet.
eat popcorn.
Jesus
What the actual
Christ.
fuck?
What is
It's gotta be weird.
happening?
It's got to be way less than that.
No,
We do like 3 damage a round on average. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
So yeah, we'll say
That's more damage than
what-
I do on any given
We'll say
day.
let's say 1d4 on this. So slash R1d4.
Jesus.
So 2 damage. Okay, just while I'm looking up the things here, because there's no way I must have. There's so many things to keep track of. I must have.
No, it's
mucked
fine.
up
That
somehow.
was like it actually kind of makes sense though why he survived for so long.
Sure. All right. So moving on to.
Wait. Can I use the rest of my movement though to like pounce on him, and pull the bug out of his mouth because I don't want him to actually eat it. I just want him to catch it.
You can. The toad's long jump is 20 feet, and its high jump is 10 feet with or without a running start. So you can, of course, lunge at it and try to at least like land on it. You won't be able to like grapple or anything, but you can, of course, try to land on it.
I mean, to be
Well, she's
fair,
used to her being catching it.
yeah, I'm very good at catching this toad.
Sure.
He has tried to leave me many times, and the only reason she hasn't let him leave is because her dad would get mad. Even though her dad disowned her, she still cares about what he thinks.
Sure.
So yeah, mostly it's just kind of reaching out and grabbing one of his back beady legs.
All right.
And then she's
Okay.
stick her hand down his throat and pull the bug out.
All right, there we go. Thanks so much for that, Mr. Thing. Oh, that's right. Mr. Pet Toad apparently does not have any actions.
Maybe Seth's toad is just like really fucking special. Like he's the Harry Potter of toads, and like.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like canon though, like this toad wasn't, she named him first because she fully expected to have a new toad that she would name second by second year and third and fourth and so on. Like she didn't expect him to live this long. She has actively been starving him for over a decade.
Maybe he's secretly like an animagus guy or something, and he managed to feed
Oh,
doesn't
gross.
he?
That's weird.
No, the canon is that Irving's been feeding it.
He's been feeding it in secret. Irving's been keeping her toad alive.
Nice. All right, so for just for continuity here, I will allow the there we go 1d4 thing, but there's absolutely no poison.
Yeah, no. This is not he's a fucking bullfrog.
There you go. And yeah, he's tiny, so he cannot do the swallow attack either. All right, so okay. So I will allow the sort of bite, but it's more like he kind of gums him. Really.
Yeah, I don't think it's an attack. It's more of like he's hungry and his tongue shot out and he was like, fucking food, finally. And then she immediately was like, no, it's mine.
Okay, so Irving, sorry, is that everything, Seth? Is that everything you were going to do?
Yeah. Do I have the...
All right. Do you have the bug? The bug. Well, Irving. Sorry, your toad is making his way back at the moment right now with it, but he's kind of, used up his movement to kind of get to where he needs to go, catch the bug, come back down, and then back over, heading off towards you. So he's about 5 feet away from you, but not quite there yet.
Okay, that's fine. As long as that's not enough time to digest anything, that's fine.
All right, Irving.
Yeah, do I make a constitution save to see if I'm still floating?
Let's see. I believe. Oops. Oh, I'm clicking all sorts of buttons. Okay, I believe you do that. I think it's just once, and then you just wait until the effects of Wingardium Leviosa wear off, I believe. Let me just double check here. I'm clicking this thing, and it's right here. If a target is a creature, it must make an DC blah 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 saving throw, be poisoned. It suffers the effects for the duration. Yeah, you just float until Wingardium Leviosa is over, which is 1 minute.
So it's 10 turns.
Essentially, you're flying, floating up there.
Oh, dear God.
10 turns.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and unwind the rope belt that I'm wearing and hold on to one end and throw the other end down to Sephi and say, hey, just kind of tow me back to the cart.
All right. Well, I mean, you're 20 feet in the air. Do you have a belt that's that long?
I think it's my rope from my adventuring pack, in which case it's 50 feet long.
Fair. All right. Yeah, you drop the rope down and basically dangle it there, and Seth can grab it on her turn if she chooses to.
Yeah, because the two of us actually spent gold and bought adventuring packs, so I'm going to say I put mine kind of like around my waist to kind of hold it in place type thing.
Gotcha. Okay, Donovan, what would you like to do? There's one bug headed over there by the flowers. It seems that a catching mission has begun. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna look at my spells, see if I got anything real quick.
Sure.
if he's gonna look up at Irving, look at the bug, and go, you know, Irving, you're lucky you're a nice guy.
I know.
Anyone got somebody that could hold a drunk bug in?
I got a few vials. We can put it in a vial.
There's one in my frog.
I don't think he's alive.
I'm talking about the one I'm about to make kind of drunk. Anyone?
I know, Lazul has a vial.
Yeah, I have a vial. I'll just put him in the vial and
Regular bug?
yeah, like a potion vial.
In that case, I'm gonna cast Inferno Cerebra on the loose one.
Okay.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah. And just remind you what that is again.
I need to pull it up real quick. See.
It's jelly brain.
Jelly brain shakes. It's
I
okay.
can
yeah.
post that really quick. You can just show the description, and it'll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Nice.
that one.
All right. Thanks. Okay. Oh, there we go. Somebody just cast it. Oh, thank you. Okay. So make a ranged spell attack against a creature within range on a hit. The target takes 1d6 damage. Let me just. Oh, I'm still in my compendium. I need Donovan's spellbook. I will open this up and I will cast that spell for you, sir.
Thank you.
thank you.
And use your stats and all that fun stuff.
A gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah. I'm something, alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is a Jinx cantrip. So Jinx cantrip and roll it, baby. It's doing something. Is it loading?
It's loading. Loading?
It looks like it's trying to do
blank
something.
Now it tried and then it said no.
I'm telling you, Roll20's having fun today.
What are you trying to do? What's happening?
Roll20 is trying to break up with us today.
Just trying to roll a.
Yeah,
here,
it's not
but
loading. It's just blank.
everything's doing that loads.
wait.
Oh, then
Okay.
this doesn't load.
That probably just means there's no actual attack connected to it.
Yeah, no, it's there.
I
1d6.
see it now.
it's
It
not-
said Jelly Brain Jinx. Spell save DC 13.
this
Yeah,
is-
so normally a spell like that has both a description and an attack, and if you press the little bubble, like a little speech bubble, it will post the actual description, but if you just press the name itself, it's supposed to post the attack or the saving throw or whatever is associated with the spell, but if you didn't associate anything with the spell, it will just post an empty line like you did.
Yeah. Well, that's so weird because I'm reading it. I'm seeing it here. It says range 1d6. Everything seems to be.
Yeah, it should be 1d6, except your spell save should be DC 13 instead of 12, because for mine it would be 12, but for his it's...
Fuck you! I got it to work. Okay. So there we go. 21. That's gonna work, but it's gonna be 1 point of damage to that lovely thing. So just to confirm, that was you, Donovan. That yes, it was. You cast it. You are doing that on the remaining bug. He takes all that for 1 point of damage. Jeez.
Are we killing the flower bug now? Because we still had a prepared bombard on that one, if that's what we're doing.
No, that one is currently inside of my toad.
No.
So which one? I don't see the one we're attacking then. Where is it?
The one by the flowers is in my toad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we attacking right now?
Well, the Donovan is attacking the one that's inside the frog's mouth, I imagine.
I thought it was this. I thought it was that one.
That one is an owl.
That's oh my
Andrew,
god, you're oh fucking Christ.
That's
Okay.
Andrew's owl.
Okay, so you just cast a spell on the inside of my frog.
Can we reverse that?
We can. We can. What would you like? Knowing now that it's fixed and it's working, what would you like to do?
Okay, if the only one... There's only one Billywig left on the field, right? That's currently in the frog?
Well, it's hanging outside the frog's mouth, yeah.
But yeah.
So Sephi and the frog are dealing with it?
They're about 5 feet away from each other.
You can hold an action. You can ready an action and hold it.
I'm gonna hold an action. Let me look at my list real quick.
Oh my god, please don't kill my frog. Like, I actually love him. Sephi doesn't, but I do.
Alright, if it gets breaks rate.
Fine, I'll hold Bombarda, but at the same time, I'm gonna look for that stick I dropped.
Sure.
My walking staff.
Okay.
That's my winged stick.
Fair. All right, Andrew, over to you.
I am just going to pass the turn, given that everything seems clear, and just call Fennec over to herself.
Okay. All right, the final Billywig is going to try and make a strength contest here against your toad with an 8.
Come on first. Come on first.
Excuse me. Seth Toad here. I'll roll it up here for you. Strength.
Oh God.
You got a -2.
Oh,
okay,
God.
so this thing pops out of your frog's mouth and it has decided that it is just going to fly away. It has evasion, so if the Billywig is subject to an effect that allows it to...
I believe that means the paired actions go off, so it's like the Bombarda and the... And that was another thing.
Indeed.
Two bombarders.
I already rolled mine, so I think that's 4 damage from Hecate, and then...
Okay. Yep. So everybody's bombarders, I believe, is Hecate's. Oh yeah, and you had the ready spell too.
Yeah, I have Bombarda ready.
All right. Where did it go? Went under your frog. Okay. So yeah, the moment that it jumps out, both you and Hecate just bombarda it with. I see what I did there. With bombarda, and of course you end this lovely thing's life.
Oh, you guys. Okay, so like communication, we should probably work on that. We weren't supposed to kill it. Irving wanted to. Never mind.
Why?
He's weird, okay? Don't say shit about him. I swear to fucking
You just
God.
called him weird. What the fuck?
I'm
And I
allowed.
can't-
I'm allowed to.
That's bullshit.
No.
All right. So
Damn.
as you guys are making this sort of conversation, Donovan, Andrew, you are sort of thankful for these people here that, certainly had taken care of these weird bugs and, helped you along with it as well. Again, it's one of the sense of familiarity where you know them, but you don't know them personally. But nonetheless, it seems to have calmed down. The large tree fallen over, somewhat still a mystery. That is, of course, until you guys peek into the hole that has been ripped out from underneath the tree. Inside, you find a few other extra small little sticky-like creatures.
I killed all of them.
In there, they seem to have various bits of, buttons and little small pieces of fabric. Just little tiny things from wandering travelers. One comes up to you, Irving.
I'm 20 feet in the air.
Well, I'd say that after about a minute it goes away. So you have at this point sort of gently gone back down to Earth at this moment. As it does, you see the little sort of small bone truckle make his way up to you and sort of climb up your leg, climb up your shoulder, and kind of perch there.
Oh, hey, we gotta have our belongings back. I know what you guys do. I know what you want, but we can't. You can't steal from everybody all the time. And I'm gonna go ahead and root around in my pocket and find a really brightly colored bandana and hand it to him.
Is the one in Seth's pocket alive again?
It's still a stick, isn't it?
Well, the spell ends after a minute as well.
Has the spell ended?
So you, at this moment now, you suddenly feel like this weird sort of tingling around in your pocket. Something is moving in your pocket right now.
No! Oh, fuck no! And she's gonna reach into her pocket and, toss it towards Irving.
All right.
I want to try to catch it.
I feel like toss is a bad word. She's overhand throwing it.
Yeah, and I'm definitely trying to catch it.
Yeeting it.
All right.
It has been yeeted.
All right. So Irving, I'm going to get you to roll. We'll say dex save here. Dex save here. Go just to see if you catch the thing. With a 7, you do not. As it just goes wide and it just lands in the tree. You see it just kind of scurry along.
Sorry.
Back into the forest, kind of at this point undetected.
What you got against
It wasn't personal. I totally got freaked out. Sorry, little.
I understand. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
So with that, you guys have found Donovan and Andrew.
In the middle of a bowtruckle ford.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
At this moment,
I'd like to investigate the horde and see if there's anything there that we could use.
there are a few sort of doodads, buttons and bits of cloth. Your bandana is now part of this, but there's not. I mean, in terms of adventuring items, there's nothing really useful here.
All right, yeah, no, guys, we could just live and let live. They're just trying to live. Let them alone. Can we just not kill everything?
I have literally been trying not to kill everything. I don't know if anyone's noticed.
I know. You did great, Seppi. I saw that. You did great. At first, you did so good, and I want to go ahead and feed first.
It really depends if they are attacking us or not. And if they are, then of course I'm going to kill them, because these lesser creatures do not deserve...
They're just trying to live, trying to protect their homes.
I'm going to have to...
Well, how would you...
With her. That makes total sense. If I don't know and they come at me, we should probably go on the offense.
I would.
All right.
Can we grab the bellywood sting or the bellywood stings? The stingers.
Can you grab this? Well, some of them have basically exploded into a million pieces.
The ones we did.
But you are able to find one or two of them. We'll say two of them. Sort of in and amongst the bug carnage.
Two shattered.
Yeah, two shattered in the broken ice, and two exploded. So, yeah.
Well, the one that I exploded, technically its face exploded from...
Well, you're able to find at least two. And of course, using these, the stingers themselves are more like... the syringe, not so much the poison, but there is a few bits of poison still sort of left in them.
They're used in antidotes.
Exactly. Okay, well, with that, you guys make your way back to the cart, headed back along your trail of...
Wait, is that one guy still with us?
Tybor is still with you, yeah.
And he didn't help us at all during that fight?
Not a bit, no.
Okay, so, Seth is going to make him sit in the very back of the wagon. And if he tries to argue, she's going to put her wand in his face.
All right.
It's just like Erwin and believes in like the goodness of life, even though it's proven not to be nice.
I believe in the sanctity of life. Sure, this guy is kind of a sanctity of shit.
All right. So, after a few more hours of travel, days, another day or so, actually, of travel, you guys eventually finally make it to Vandalin.
Hey, two things. Did Donovan find his stick?
Oh, Donovan, yes. Donovan, you did find your stick, yeah.
Okay, and was I able to retain one of the bowtruckles?
He came up and rode on your shoulder. He's
All
with
right.
you.
Yay.
All right. So you guys make your way back in to Vandalin, where everything is, at this moment now, it's getting to be about sort of late evening, sort of early night, and everything's starting to settle down. As you guys are heading back into Vandalin here to take back the goods back to Barthen's provisions, as you couldn't deliver them.
I want to talk to the guys at Barthen's. I have some words.
And I think that's a perfect moment right there to end the session for today, folks. All right. Okay. So